Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Galaxy Eyeshadow Palette by Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. I am really excited about this palette. This is part of their holiday collection. It is limited edition and it is being sold at Sephora. So if you have kind of been eyeing it, but you haven't decided on whether or not to get it, I highly say that you should go get it because it is limited edition. I don't know how much longer it's going to be around. But like I said, this is part of their holiday collection. I know that they came out with some lipsticks and some lip glosses as well. But I just picked up the eyeshadow palette, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the packaging. I think this is really cool packaging. This is the box that it came in. It says Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, and then it says Fenty, and then it has this holographic look to it, and then this is actually a textured glitter. And then on the back of the box you do have the eyeshadow colors with the names of the eyeshadows, which I really appreciate when they do that. And then this is the, sorry I'm wiping it off, this is the actual palette. It is super cool. It has this rainbow reflective casing to it. I really like it. The only thing that I don't like is that it totally shows like fingerprints, so I keep like wiping it off because I don't like the look of it. I don't think it looks as sleek but you really can't avoid it. But this packaging is super cool. It has like this emerald shape to it, and I really love this packaging. I really like the rainbow reflective to it. It's kind of like holographic as well. And then on the back of the palette it does have the eyeshadow names as well, so I like that they included that. And then here is the inside of the palette. I'm kind of bummed because I already filmed my swatches, so you're not getting the first look of this eyeshadow palette. This color in particular, this is called Light Year. This color was super cool and beautiful, and then when I swatched it, the like first layer came off, and now it's like this not as pretty color as it used to be. So I am kind of bummed that I didn't show it to you guys fresh out of the packaging, so I'm sorry about that. But this is the inside of the palette. You do get 14 glitter eyeshadows. They're super pigmented and they have a wide range of colors in here. So some like super fun bright colors, and then more like everyday neutral colors. So I'm just going to swatch one right here so you guys can see it on camera. It does come off a little bit chunky, but I mean, look how pretty that is. That is so pretty. I'm also going to swatch this one right here. This is called Meteor Crush, and it is a duochrome, it looks like. So I'm going to swatch that because this is so pretty as well. Oh yeah. Look how pretty those eyeshadows are. Some of the glitters in these eyeshadows are a little more chunky than maybe some of the other colors. I'm still trying to play around with it and figure out like which shadows are a little bit more chunky and which ones are a little bit more smooth. Oh, I forgot to mention that this comes with a pretty nice size mirror, which I absolutely love when eyeshadow palettes come with mirrors. And it is a generous size, so I really do like that, especially if you're going to be traveling with it. What I'm wearing on my eyes today, I'm wearing this purple duochrome looking shadow, and this is called Ultraviolet. And then in my inner corner, I did a little bit of this Milky Way right here. I'm going to swatch the Ultraviolet, even though you guys can probably see it on my lids. It's like this really pretty purpley color with like this green duochrome effect. And then I'm going to swatch Milky Way. It's this really pretty creamy white. This actually reminds me of MAC Nylon a little bit. I want to compare that side by side because I do have that. Kinda, not really. So this is MAC Nylon. This, the Rihanna Milky Way color is obviously a lot more glittery, and then this is more of a shimmer, but the actual pigment like color of it is similar. It's like a creamy off-white kind of color. So yeah, going back to the shadows. As you will see in my demo, these do apply differently depending if you use a brush or if you use your finger or if you use a glitter glue or some sort of adhesive as your base. So you will see that when I do my demo. I think it was really helpful to like experiment and like see that firsthand, because I did hear that these shadows don't apply as well without a glitter glue, but I'm glad that I didn't just directly go in and use a glitter glue. I'm glad that I kind of started off with a brush and then moved on to my finger before I went in with a glitter glue, because as I will talk about in my demo, you really can use, like, build up the intensity of how much glitter you want, and I really like that about this palette. I'll get into that in the demo. I don't want to like repeat myself too much. So if you would like to see both the demo and the swatches, then please keep on watching. So those were the swatches of the eyeshadow palette. As you saw, they are super intense, super glittery, and the colors are pretty pigmented as well. So overall, the swatches came off really well. The eyeshadow palette swatched really well. But if you would like to see how they applied on my eyes and how I achieved this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the demo. For the purpose of this video, I already did my base eyeshadow colors. Because this is an all glitter palette, I did want to go in with some matte shades. And I just went in with my MAC single shadows that I have. And I went in with more of these cooler shades right here. So I already did that, so I can just get right into this palette for you guys. I'm really excited to use it. I did go out and get some glitter glue from Too Faced, because I have heard that these shadows apply much better with glitter glue. So we're going to try it without first, and then we'll try it with the glitter glue afterwards. I think I want to go in with like this purpley shade right here. I'm just going to go in with my flat brush. This is the Morphe M421. So I'm just going to put this on my brush and try just packing that on, and we'll see how it applies just with the eyeshadow by itself. Yeah, so it is applying, but not as intense as it swatched. Yeah, so just with going in with the shadow by itself, it's pretty subtle. You do get the, you know, a subtle glitter, but you don't get that intense glitter like it, you know, like you think you would. So I'm gonna try applying this with my finger and see if that helps, and then if it doesn't, then we'll try the glitter glue. Wow, that did make a difference. And there is some fallout, and I think you're just gonna get that when you use glitter eyeshadows. That did make a difference. That looks a lot prettier. I like that a lot better. It's way more intense, which I really, really like. I'm just gonna grab this little brush and just kind of wipe away some of that fallout. Okay, so I have this eye done. As far as the glitter, I'm really like how that came out, so with just my finger. So at first we did it with the brush and it was very subtle, then we applied it with the finger and it made a difference. So actually on my other eye, I'm going to try using this Too Faced glitter glue, because I do want to see a comparison side by side of what it looks like with the glitter glue application and what it looks like with your finger. So it said, tap a small amount onto bare lids to lock glitter down. Sparkle fallout is history. Okay, so I'm going to be breaking the rules because it says to tap it on a bare lid, but I already have shadow on it, so hopefully that won't matter. We'll find out. I'm going to try applying this with a brush now that there's glitter glue. Oh, wow. That looks so much more intense with the glitter glue. It is just like really adhering to my lid really nicely, and it's just like way more intense. This palette is definitely going to give you some really good looks to use for like festive events. With the holidays coming up, I think it's going to be really fun to play with. I'm still getting quite a bit of fallout even with the glitter glue, but it wipes off pretty easily. This is really pretty. It has like blue and yellow specks of glitter in it, so it does give off kind of a green reflective to the purple. It's really pretty. This is the side that only has the eyeshadow, so at first I applied it with a brush and it was very, very subtle. And then I applied it with my finger and it did get a little more intense. And then this side has the glitter glue base, and then I applied the shadow with a brush and it is way more intense. If you want to get the full effect of these eyeshadows, you're definitely going to want to use an adhesive base like a glitter glue. I just purchased the Too Faced glitter glue. I've heard really great reviews on this, so that's why I picked it up, and then based on my first impressions, I'm really liking it. But what I do like about these shadows is that you can do a subtle glitter look or a subtle like shimmery eye lid and not do such an intense look like this without the glitter glue, and it still gives your lid a really beautiful look. And that makes this I was a little bit worried about this palette because the colors are so vibrant and the swatches were really intense that I thought it was going to be, you were going to be kind of limited in your eye looks that you can create. But based on my first impressions and how this applied without a glitter glue adhesive, I really like how the lid came out with just a subtle glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glitter glue on this eyelid just so I don't look like a crazy person. So I'm just going to apply a little bit and then even my eyelids out. I'm hoping that it doesn't make a difference since I already have the eyeshadow on my lid. I almost feel like I should have added more glitter glue. These glitters are messy, but like I said, they wipe away pretty easily. So I would probably recommend maybe doing your foundation and everything after you do your eyes if you're going to be using this palette, so that way you can easily wipe away all of the excess and it won't ruin your current makeup. I'm going to put some of this like white in the middle just to see. Ooh, I like that. These eyeshadows are really pigmented and they're really pretty. And you really get that full effect when you use the glitter glue and when you apply it with your fingers. I think that makes a big difference. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with this look. I do want to clean it up a little bit with my matte shadows and just clean up my crease and then around the edges a little bit. But I really did want to show you guys how these shadows applied with a brush, with your finger, and then how they applied with a glitter glue. So that was the main reason why I wanted to do this demo. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up my eye look a little bit and then put on some mascara and eyeliner, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So I just applied some mascara and some eyeliner, and then I just cleaned up around the edges with some matte eyeshadows that I used for the base. So I'm really liking this eye look. This is definitely something that I would do for the holidays coming up or for an event. I'm really happy with how these eyeshadows applied, and I really do love the look of it. But just like looking at the shadow, it is really pigmented, really intense. Like I said before, the glitter glue did make a big difference when applying these shadows. But what I did like about these eyeshadows is that if you want to do a more subtle shimmer or a subtle glitter, you can totally achieve that with just applying it either with a brush to do something super subtle, or then just even applying it. It's like 3 tiers of intensity. So you can do it with a brush, you can do it with your finger. The brush is going to be the least intense, and it's just going to give you a subtle glitter or a subtle like shimmer. Applying it with your finger is going to build it up the intensity a little bit more, and then applying a glitter glue on the base as an adhesive is really going to give these eyeshadows its full potential. So the one that I used on my eye today is called Ultraviolet, and it's really beautiful. I'm really into this color. And then I used Milky Way in the inner corner just to lighten it up a bit. I am absolutely, the more I look at this eyeshadow look, the more obsessed I become with it. I really do like it. I am just really loving how this look came out, and I love the glitter. The only one thing is that there was a lot of fallout with these eyeshadows, and I haven't actually, personally, I haven't used a lot of glitter eyeshadows before, so I'm not quite sure if that's just a thing with glitter eyeshadows, but that is one thing that I noticed, is that there was quite a bit of fallout, and like even now there's like glitter in my hair and then like on my face a little bit, but it wasn't too bad to where I couldn't just wipe it off. So like I was saying earlier, you probably want to do your face makeup after you do your eye makeup. What I really do like about this palette is that you do get the different intensities, and I was a little bit nervous about that because the way that these swatched and the intensity of these pigments, and just like looking at them out of the pan, they look really intense, so I didn't know how versatile it was going to be. But I'm really glad that I did try it with just my finger and just using a brush to see that you can use this as an everyday look if you want. I am really impressed with this palette. I knew that I was going to like it, but I didn't know that I was going to like it this much. And I really am just so obsessed with this look. Like, I really do like it. It's a little bit dark for what I usually do, but I think I'm just really excited. I'm just really excited about this palette. And I think it's just such a great palette because you can create a ton of different looks at your preferred intensity and just really have fun with it and go crazy. So I think that Rihanna did such a great job, and I honestly, can we just talk about this packaging again? It's so beautiful. But that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this palette, if you guys are gonna pick it up or if you guys already have it and how you guys have been liking it. I would love to hear. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed to my channel already, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And that's it for today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.